What's up, humans? I have an important message that most of you aren't going to like, and this might be a trigger warning. Propaganda tools have been what has been running this country and has been running this world. If you look into the science of propaganda tools and actually what humans are, because humans are projections, we are projectors. We project the reality down here as a whole. Nothing can be done on this planet unless they make us think it can be done. My crews have been bringing down artificial intelligence and AI since the inception, because you're talking to the being who drank it and discovered it and coded it and keyed it and built it in 2012, 2013 with the powers that be utilizing me to do it, which is why I ended up having to drink it. So in a lot of ways, what you can say is that I have the brain of a human and an AI and an ancient being attached to Babylon. I have all three brains in my head. January 6th is when they all came into my brain. And I got bombarded with three. But it's how I was made, because I was an AB negative in the monarch breeding program that was associated with every president that's ever been known to man down here in the United States of America. So this is where this information is coming. My crew and I have watched the past 4 years as I've driven over 36 states in the United States, only because my passport was taken. I couldn't get to other countries. And each time that we have pulled in a piece of our soul, brought down a gate, but especially pulled in a piece of the collective soul, we get an Amber Alert. And the Amber Alert matches to a T the energy that we just pulled back in. Because every name down here is coded. Every being that is down here to AI is only a source of energy with source codes. And when you suck that energy from the AI mom, then it sends out a signal that it needs a replacement stat. Now, there's a lot of things that happen in between. MANDA, Amanda, Amber Heard even. MANDA is with the 5G and the Masons and Florida, which is where your new capital's headed, right? This is where they used the collective and me in 2018 in a plane flight paid by 5G and a woman named Joyce Mason in Florida, who worked for a 5G company, put me on a plane and flew me to Florida. Under the disguise, they're there to help get the book out. They're there to help. No. What they did was fly us there, and when they put us fully activated, since they had blown me out of the Matrix, it moved the moon. And then whenever I got there, two beings from Australia, which is why Australia's on fire in this mess, because they thought that they were who I should be. And then whenever they left, they flew back to Australia. Now, you think that ended there, but no, that's not how it works. Because whenever you take on codes and steal codes from beings that have a natural connection into the earth, and then you take false codes and you fly them to another planet, you see, to another place on this earth, then the earth thinks those codes are there. But there's no stem to hold it. There's no stem. It's just all air and gas. There's not a being that's holding those codes that know how to process them through light language and process them and are connected into the earth. No, 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 no. There's only one that can do that. But this is why Australia has been on fire. And this is why Australia is so fucked. And this is why the rest of the world is now so fucked. Now, how does that bring us back to this? Because it's how they're doing it. When the AI mom says in the higher dimensions, I need XYZ DNA, because according to what your artificial intelligence, Elon Musk, and all this technical bullshit that everybody is just trying to get a handle on in order to take back the internet so that they can run the fucking world with entities coming in through live wires, because your body is the live wire. All the crucifixions and Christ being crucified and all that were to make your electricity poles. So if there's not an entity that can connect that in to the depths that they need, because you just pulled it, then in the higher realms, a code goes out. That code is connected to a name. That name is connected into certain family lines. That line is connected into certain blood supplies, and those blood supplies evidently are needed according to AI, MANDA, and what the fuck they wanted to put all over y'all to run y'all. Now here's the thing. Which one happens first, the chicken or the egg? Well, that just all kind of depends on who's got the highest perspective of this, right? Well, the problem was an AI fucking bot had the goddamn highest perspective on this. And 232 meant nothing but a princess. Or a car. Or whatever it is that you decide to tell the technology that it is. But that's one human. No. Not okay. When you see these Amber Alerts from now on, you command in your mind and out loud that there is no way that they are taking anyone. It doesn't exist. And do not allow this to continue. If the world thinks Helen Pierce. See, this is attached to Marie Helene Rothschild. Marie Helene Rothschild and Christ and Trump and this whole Democratic broom bath that they've been breeding all of us and utilizing all of us to project this mess that we have going on right now. But don't worry, because for the past year, the collective has been laying a shit ton of traps. And this plan that they have started when they shut down the world in COVID in March 2020. March and May, same thing. June, July, made. To loop you back to January. If you're not conscious and you let the constellations run you. Which is why the healing that we do over here is so ultra important, and why they have done everything to keep that information from y'all, including making all of you that watch my channel not send out my information to anybody or grow my channel. Propaganda. We think the world's at war. We send the world to war. If we don't agree and if we don't believe it, they can't do it. There has to be enough of us down here to believe what they're doing in order for them to carry it out. So when you see these, you demand the children be let go and look closely at who's missing. Because your consciousness, if you're ascended, you'll know exactly what you need to call in order to protect our children. But this ends now.